Well, there's no point in starting a project unless you're going to, shake up an industry. It's got to be the best, and there's no point in starting a business unless you're going to make a real difference.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Richard had a different way of approaching things. He thought you could be successful and have an enormous amount of fun as well and be nice to everybody. And why get into something stiff when you can get into something fun that's growing faster than anything else? When I say I work for Virgin, they say, "Do you know Richard?" I say, "Yeah." And they say, "Is he really like that?"
Well, look, Virgin's just a fun company to work for. It's a challenging brand, always challenging, much bigger companies than itself. Trying to achieve things that mankind has not achieved before, like, pushing into space or pushing to the bottom of the oceans.
So we had a really exciting moment a few days ago. We signed up our 529th future astronaut, and only 528 people have been to space so far in history.
I think the beauty of Richard is that he has thousands of dreams.
We set up Virgin Unite about, 10 years ago.
His dream in the start of Virgin Unite was, how do we really turn corporate philanthropy upside down? How do we make it something that's going to bring together great people with great entrepreneurial ideas and really do things in a different way, do them in an entrepreneurial way, and really turn them into opportunities, so that every single employee across the company is thinking about how do they take care of people and planet as well as profit in absolutely everything that they do.
It was when we learned of Salesforce's dedication to giving back and working with the community, that's when we knew it was a no-brainer and that they shared the same values that Virgin did.
Salesforce is like a giant octopus. You'd have been a tremendous help in getting us either to communicate with our customers, to have alert systems if things are going wrong.
And Salesforce helps us to do that because it allows us to be personal to everybody.
I get feedback, and generally just to help us keep on top of things. If something's not working right somewhere, we jump on it and we get it sorted. You've got a very, very potent, powerful weapon.
The very first thing a business needs to do when they're transforming is listen. There's no way you can run a business unless you truly embrace your customers as a community and beyond your customers.
I've embraced social media, so I've embraced Twitter, I've embraced Google+, I've embraced Facebook.
Because he alone in the Virgin Group has basically built his own media channel. He's got over 5 million users in his community right now that communicate with him.
I think because people can question businesses to such an extent online, it's another reason why businesses just have to be the best in their sector, or the best price, or both, because people can't have the wool pulled over their eyes anymore. Look, I think for a company not to embrace social media, obviously they've got their head in the sand. I mean, social media has literally overthrown governments.
Because no business and no government really has control of their brand any longer. That control is actually held by the hands of people. And people can't be thought of any longer as customers on a spreadsheet. They need to be thought of as a community. We are so lucky with the people we have across the Virgin Group because they all have that passion for wanting to do things better and wanting to make a difference in the world and doing it in an unbelievably entrepreneurial way. And I don't think there's any other company like it.
At Virgin, it's never what's the cheapest way to do it, what's the quickest way to do it. It's what's the most amazing way to do it.
If all the staff who work for a company, which becomes a force for good, really believe in what you're doing, they're going to work that much harder. But it is also good for business to be a force for good, and you're going to get, the company's going to do well, but you're also going to make a great difference in this world.
So we now have more people booked to fly with Virgin Galactic to space than have ever been to space in history. Without Salesforce, it would be so difficult to keep these people together, to link them to each other, and to develop this community. It's going to be amazing, but it's going to be more amazing because it's Virgin. We're going to do it right. We always do. If you dream of going to space, you can absolutely do so in your lifetime.